So, just coming into our meditation together this evening and just settling in to a comfortable posture for 15 minutes, something that will support the body for this length of time. So, just checking that your back is supported and just breathing into the length of the spine. So, as you breathe in, allowing the spine to lengthen, allowing the ribs to spread out, the space between the ribs to expand. So we're not just expanding outwards, but upwards. And just feeling the dignity of breathing into the length of the body. Being aware of the whole of the length of the body, all the way down to the feet, resting. Notice what your feet are in contact with. And one way or another, your feet are in contact with the ground beneath you, the earth. So feeling the weight of your body, contact through your feet, the weight of your body being supported by your chair. And then being aware of the head furthest away from the earth. We're still connected through the force that we call gravity, feeling that gravitational pull of the earth. Knowing that every molecule in your body not only responds to this gravitational pull, but has its own gravitational pull. In this meditation, you're invited to explore that combination of being grounded yet expansive. And this is really holding the essence of our meditation practice. How can we be grounded human beings in a physical body, needing to feel that contact with the earth, to be grounded, to know where our body is, and yet at the same time, to know that we're more than this, to expand into a wider consciousness, to think, to be aware, to be able to connect emotionally with others outside of our own bodies. Remembering that even though we are solid and made of solid matter, there's actually more space within us than there is matter. Just like in the universe, there's more space than matter. So getting a sense of that perspective, just inviting you to imagine now that you've reached the top of a high mountain summit. And you're completely safe here. You've got a safe, comfortable place in which to sit. You're sheltered from the weather, and it's a beautiful day. You can see for miles. Notice how your perception of the world is different from this viewpoint. So as you sit on this high mountain, feeling the solidness of the mountain, feeling the way that its sloping sides continue all the way down into the earth itself. The mountain is part of the earth's crust. And it's been here in this shape or something very similar for millions of years. And you're connected to this part of the earth through the weight of your own body, your own solidness. Maybe as you imagine sitting on this mountain, you start to feel your own mountainness, the way you too are part of the earth, solid, weighty, rooted. And yet at the same time, you have this perception, this view from this high vantage point right up in the sky, where all around you is so much air, so much space. Notice how far you can see in every direction and how different everything looks from up here. So just sensing into this experience of being at once grounded and solid and part of the earth, and at the same time having space, being removed in some way. But just noticing how that feels. What can you see from this high vantage point? And if what you're viewing represents your life at the moment, how can seeing it from a different perspective help? Does it bring a sense of clarity? Maybe by creating that space, we're able to remove ourselves from the nitty-gritty of some of the situations. When we take a step back or step out of them, we're able to see them more clearly. And from this perspective, we can see which of the issues we're involved in or we're concerned with that really warrant our time and attention, and which ones maybe are much smaller than we think. And we can maybe take some of our attention and energy out of these situations. We're just spending a couple of minutes in the silence now, just exploring what's here from these different viewpoints. Just noticing if something has really caught your attention. Maybe it's a bit like you've zoomed down from the mountain and you've got caught up in the nitty-gritty again. That famous saying about not being able to see the wood for the trees. So taking a deep breath, reconnecting, creating that space, taking yourself back up to the top of the mountain again, putting it back into perspective, and just noticing with curiosity and without judgment how easy it is to get pulled back into the tiny details of situations, the worry, the planning. But remembering with our mindfulness practice that each breath is an invitation to reset, to begin again. So just taking that opportunity to do that now. Now, just gradually bringing your awareness back into where your physical body is sitting. And as we just reconnect with where we are in this present moment, reconnecting with that present moment awareness. What can we feel? What can we hear? The level of light in the room. And just feeling that groundedness once more in the body. Feeling our contact with the earth. But also feeling the sense of movement that we have as we maybe start to stretch and flex the toes, the feet. Bringing some movement into the hands and fingers and noticing how these small movements start to involve the larger muscles. Maybe stretching and moving the shoulders, the head, stretching the neck. And when you're ready, just taking a couple of deep breaths, opening your eyes, taking in your surroundings and just stretching your whole body.